was busy thinking about.
So that video asks a very valid question: how are dams built? And in classic Gen Z fashion, the comments are hilarious. I compiled a nice list of some of my favorites, and I'm gonna share them with you. They just pause it. Duh, they tell the water to stop. They ask Moana to stop for a while. It's confirmed that the government is hiding Moses, or alternatively, they asked Moses for help. They use sponge block. Maybe they have a titan inside the wall. The fishies build under the sea. They do it when the river is sleeping. Waterbenders, duh. They don't, they're just born like that. Obviously they build a dam behind the other dam, then they destroy the old dam. I'm gonna have to make a part 2.
Okay, I actually have done this.
You're up.
Whereas, like, certain companies will be like, oh, there's a certain percentage of recycled paper. Yeah, what is that? 0. It is a percentage. Yeah. I think legally, I don't know if you could put 0 as a percent, because a percent, you could, I think, legally put, I think that would count as, like, suing based on, like, legal, like, by being missold a product, because by definition of a percentage, you can make the argument that it's like you could claim that, like, by you saying a percent is at least more than 1%, by 0% you could claim it is a.
Oh, there it is. There's the figurine. Okay, it's Foxy here.
Jar, the bird likes you, so I'll do ye a favor.
So yeah, this is one of the first ones of these, and there's going to be a couple of which is just 1 minute, because I've said there's also one I've skipped because I don't have the DVD for, I think, 1914. But besides that, this is just a sort of a old war documentary. It's not bad. I'm not saying that entirely. It's just a documentary that's fun and interesting. I don't know why I have this. I just do. And it is sort of like a film, so I am technically counting it. But it is just a fun sort of like history thing. I don't know how many people have got stuff like this. I don't know, I've got quite a bit. I'm even watching tomorrow another one, but this is just fun and entertaining. I definitely recommend to watch. But I don't think you can find it. It is fun. So yeah. I hope you enjoy it, and good night. Yeah, there wasn't much to this, but yeah.
So this idea came from a person on Twitch. It is a murder mystery, but I'm the one who's dead. So I am dead, but I'm gonna reveal the killer after. So who found my body? Aw, Jiro, who is just absolutely heartbreakingly devastated that I'm gone. Sarah, I literally don't see enough of Sarah. That actually kind of makes me happy. And who is secretly, not so secretly, happy that I'm out of the picture. Bro, my death will be avenged because this person is detective. Yeah. Fine, I'll take it. Now, Bakugo being Bakugo, he doesn't waste no time. So who does he blame? I mean, I see it. So Mineta is the one getting blamed, but somehow they end up in jail. He literally wasn't in the picture. So the case is closed, but this is who really killed me. Oh!
Do something kind of, I don't need to. Yeah, it's just starting season 12. Is there a chance that theoretically? Oh, why do I keep doing that? I'm going to be here. I'm going to do this. I'm back. I am here. Yeah, we're going to do some Balatro. I was doing some baking. So yeah. Let's do some Balatro. Let's do some Balatro. I need to first check the sound though. Because, okay, let's get this up. I need to just get this up. Also, luckily, you don't need to deal with me downloading it for the first bit, because the first bit for like... Let's try 30. 30 should be enough. I will die. I've only got like 40% left.
Jar, the bird likes you, so I'll do ye a favor.
Yeah. And now I'm dead. I don't know where I'm gonna get a screenshot, but I am going to get a screenshot. Or maybe not.
Jesus, oh, that sounds horrible. That just sounds gross. Oh, he doesn't care. Dun, dun, dun. Before I do this, this is very bad and very cheesy, and I don't care. We're all in this together. Yeah. I did this because wolves are pack animals. No other reason. Literally none. It's not even a story reason. I just did it for jokes. Yeah. I like this. It's a very fun, interesting story about, like, having these people with, like, because before we say this, Wolf King, the idea of, like, people turning into wolves, I don't need to tell you that that's a common phenomenon in, like, fiction work, because that's essentially werewolves. That's what you get when you, like, be like, describe a werewolf. A man turned to a wolf, and, like, that's it. But the one thing that I like is that instead of just being like, and that's it, that's the story done. We've done writing, and we're all gonna go home now. We're all gonna go home. We don't need to do anything else. Don't know why we're all here, but I like the idea that they've got other animals, and with those other animals comes, like, interesting designs, interesting like battles, and it's a really fun idea. That it starts off with, like, the wolves, one creature that you would traditionally have is werewolves. I know there are a couple others, but in media they are seen as, like, one of the biggest turning into animals, and I find it interesting that they were taken down, and lions, who are seen in other media as pretty chill, were like, nah, we deserve power. But I do know Pride has a connection with Lion through Seven Deadly Sins and other stuff, but I like that idea. So yeah. The one thing I like is how it ended sort of lent into the idea of, and there's more, but we're not going to show you yet. So I don't know if they have confirmed this is a season 2. I found this on Netflix and didn't do any research into it. I was like, oh, this looks cool. And that's it. There's a lot of stuff in the like upcoming Netflix, which that's it. It looks cool. So I feel like there is going to be a season 2. And I am hoping there is. But I am excited based on, like, all of this had, like, this secretive, like, trying to go back home and, like, trying to find certain things, and I like it. And seeing what goes next is really interesting, in my opinion. I do like this. I like the overall idea. I like the idea of, like, shape-shifting, like, humanoid as, like, people fighting each other. It's really fun. And how they do it is also fun. And I would think, like, I don't know where they're going to go with this, but it is, in my opinion, definitely going to go where somewhere really fun. And not in this season, I mean even next season, like, seeing where it goes. But this is a fun season, and I definitely recommend. So I hope you enjoy, and good night.
See here, kids? Broccoli kills. I haven't. Okay, so that means I have an empty folder that if I want to. Okay. Because if I want to play but not on stream, I can go here and create this. Okay, let me create an. Mad King. Can I put a space? Out of it more. Okay, I'm gonna try this one and see what happens here. Let's try here. Play. I'm here. Let's do this. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to bubble. I don't know why I did that. I'm here. Let's carry on to the next one. Okay, so let's go on to this. Ready or not? What is this? Because this looks fun. Okay, this looks like something I might actually want to do with. Most likely I'll die though, so that doesn't matter. I've got other stuff available that I could die easily, like Buckshot Roulette. Let's get clear my track. I don't know why sometimes I hear you know, sound like espresso on the brain. I highly doubt it. Can I actually move? I don't know. I'm gonna die. When am I gonna die? I don't know. I think I'm gonna get jump scared. I don't know. It's so weird. It's blank. Oh, you're dead. Yeah, I know I'm dead. Check the vents. Okay, you're dead. I know I'm dead. Thank you. You probably texted that a while ago. But yeah. I don't have much left. I've only got 4 left. I've only got 4 on there. I don't know how I'm alive. How am I alive? Yeah. How am I alive? You did it. Oh, great. I did it. By a miracle of what the fuck? Maybe you could survive. Oh. Yes. Yes. I did a praise of the seat of my pants. You just... That's the one thing about me about doing reviews, is the problem is most of the stuff is just I'm fine with it, which doesn't do well as a review. Because the idea of it is that you're meant to sort of, it's sort of like trying to like create a way to like see So what are you gonna do over? Oh, that was the do-over that I needed. So yeah, this is sort of an interesting sort of show because the overall idea I like, but sort of like over and over again, sort of repetitiveness of like that feeling of like doing it over and over again. I said this before, I think I reviewed the previous seasons. And I love it. But overall, one thing that I do, and I will say, my shoulder, is with this, one of the things which I would say is interesting is the battle, because there is a war. It starts off peacefully, and I love that there's a 1 hour first episode, which I love. I didn't realize this until later, but like it's one of the most interesting things, in my opinion. But it's one of the things that's fun, where you get this sort of like more drawn out, like, oh, what's actually happening, and it's fun because of that. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason. But I just love it. I love that. I also didn't realize it kind of finished. That's why it's here and it's like, you can't see this redo. Because I'm like, oh, there's probably more episodes to this. And I'm like, oh, no, never mind. I'm an idiot. But this is fun.
The one thing I like, and I think it's going to be more to do with ReZero in the future, but something that I feel like is fun, is that looking into these people who are connected to the seven deadly sins, because they brought them up of like the three witches of the seven deadly sins, and now we have them again. And it's interesting to see, what's actually going to happen. And having them as the main villain in this, I think is really interesting in that sort of idea. And seeing where that goes is fun, as that main focus. I also like the idea that one of them has the thing with the hearts, and they had to do this smart tactic of killing, not really killing, but freezing their hearts enough that you could sort of like defeat him, and it's clever. So I definitely do recommend, and I do think this is really worth to watch. It is fun, definitely, through the redo mechanics. But I hope you enjoy, and good night. Welcome back. I didn't upload yesterday because it went late, and so I was just gonna move it to today. So there's gonna be 2 of these. But here is this. The Adventures Who Don't Believe in Humanity Will Save the World. I just like it because there's a lot of points that are like dark, but it's sort of like interesting. It's fun. I don't know, I just like this sort of series because he's had these sort of like characters, and I like the sword. You can see the swords in the fig, so I'm including this. That sort of has this absolutely insanely awesome sort of ability, and how it is used with each one is so fun and it's so interesting. And how you slowly learn about each one of them in their own sort of separate bit is so fun. I do like the idea of like people who are used and then thrown away, people who are sort of like given a terrible hand and sort of feel sort of like I think there is a word. There's a word that just means it, and I know I'm gonna get so many comments on it, which is like you feel not connected to being human because everyone just uses and then throws you away. So why try? I know there is a word, but I forgot it, and I can't remember it, which is the same thing. Anyway, and that's really cool. There's one character who isn't in the poster, which I'm not going to mention, but I'm going to mention him, but not who he is. But one character who comes in later is so fun and just so really just amazing and awesome. I don't know why, I just love the character. He's just sort of like a fun character, like dee. And it's absolutely fun and interesting to just watch this one character just. Again, I just like that character. I do like the story as you slowly build up, and it seemed like they're building up to something. Obviously, this kind of gives it away, but it's that sort of like slow build up that I feel like is just fun. It's just really good. I don't know why, but definitely go and watch this. Okay, that was actually bad. You're up. Do you know what this episode reminds me of? It reminds me of the episode where they have it in the video game where some of the levels is you defeat the dolphins.
Oh, wait. Boom, 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 boom. A house. I have got it in a hand. Oh, yeah. No, not bad. Yep. Surprise, surprise. I could take an obvious answer for this one. Steal. Power. 3 coins. Start the match with 3 very fast power coins. Okay. That's good. Challenges. Bear attacks 1. Bear attacks 2. Bear attacks ladies night. Ooh. I'm actually interested. So you have bears, which makes sense, which puts all the bears. You have pay attention, which I'm guessing is the ones you have to like focus on. Ladies' nights, which are basically all the ladies. Creepy crawlies, which sounds absolutely terrifying. Nightmare attacks. That is definitely a nightmare. Add Mr. Hippo. Okay, I'll add Mr. Hippo. I need to figure out what he does. You have Spring Trap.
I love it. Oh, legitimately a way that I wouldn't mind dying. Having something so chocolatey, I'd die. I would be like, so if Homer doesn't want it, can I have it? No. Aren't you sure that I can't have it? It's like, it will kill you. Your point is, can't I still have it? So, this has been a while. So yeah, Netflix Marvel series. There's a couple more coming up soon, with the next sort of loop Disney Plus being the Defenders. Most likely going to be moved back through something else. That's besides the point. Actually, no, it won't. The other one will be moved back. Anyway, I've just distracted myself at this point. I like this series. I really do. I find it really fun and really interesting. And this is a lot different. So, before I say this, I am a person who I like the Marvel series that they have. I like it. I understand why people don't like it. I fully do. But comparing those to these, So I get why you don't like the Marvel. Like, this is really, like, not... There's certain versions, like Loki, brilliant, stand by it. Whereas, like, this and even the one that I have somewhat watched, somewhat not, besides the point, it's brutal, some of the fights. And when they get into it, it is really brutal. And I kind of like it because of that. That sort of brutal nature to it. That sort of like blood, in a way, that you can get in it. This is really violent. And I do like it. I am going to say that because I feel like that's needed. I think I said it in season 1, but I just want to say that. That is also to do with season 1, season as well. But the one thing I like about this is this has two things. You have the Punisher, his trial, and then you have this sort of like battle with the Hand. So, before I do this, I do know that this impacts the thing with the Defenders. And besides certain people who are brought up in that, which I can't mention because, one, I think there are other shows that happened before this, which weirdly enough is not on here. Like Luke Cage, season 1, I don't know. This is very confusing. I have made this weird. Oh wait, no, yeah, there I found it. There's probably also... No, I'm missing one. Anyway, I can fix that later. But one of the things that I do like about this is sort of it setting it up with the Hand, building it up, because this ends in a mysterious way that the Defenders picks back up. But I also like the idea with the trial with the Punisher. And that sort of like the breaking down of the main three, I think is really interesting. And how they sort of like split because of that. Which again impacts the Defenders, obviously. But there's one things that I really, absolutely think is really interesting overall. So yeah, I do think this is really good. And I do like the sort of Netflix series. I am starting to like it. Again, besides a couple of shows with some things, definitely Jessica Jones a bit, like I said before, in Jessica Jones, and a bit in Luke Cage. Wow, that sounded like ages ago from now. Anyway, besides those, I haven't really watched much of these, and I just wanted to like Daredevil Born Again, which I'd like to point out I have already watched, and on the 29th I am going to review, meaning catching up with this became very contradictory because I've already finished Daredevil Born Again, and I don't know. I am mostly going to finish it because I mostly already watched it. Kind of, again, stupid reason aside, it is one of the things I find really fun. It is really entertaining, in my opinion. And I hope you enjoy, and good night.
What you mumbling about over there, boat boy?
Saving you.
Huh, well, be right back.
Yeah, same. I don't know what to do.
Well, that was a bit dramatic, but kind of cute.
Hi, I'm Frankie.
Jeez, you scared me.
Or Frankagelica for short.
I'm just gonna call you Frankie.
Okay, I was just born tonight.
Same here.
Wanna explore?
Yeah. Phew. Whoa, look at that hat.
It's kind of strange.
Yeah, I wonder why she's wearing it.
Wanna find out?
Wanna stop reading my mind?
Last one, there's a creeper butt.
Take the L, Luke.
See ya, nerd.
Hey, that's not fair.
Ah, it's beautiful.
Frankie, no! What does that girl know that we don't? Boat boy, what was he trying to tell me last night when I said...
Bendy straws. Yes, a thing that we need to be absolutely celebrating. The bendy straw. Yeah, I constantly keep dying. Dolphins rule the world. Which I'm watching too many of. I'm literally up to season, like, actually no, there's not a lot. Ooh. I have done. I have completed my arc. Yes, it's all good in the world. I want to get the credit one, because if I get the credit card one, it allows me to go into debt. That means, yeah, I know, I won't be able to get interest, but I'm fine with that. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Ooh, death. 1-1, which is not great. Wait, no. Most likely I will start the next turn anyway, so if I just have you locked up, so all of these items will be spared if I just shoot you twice. So, doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, realistically that could have happened. Also so weird that I've got 2 blanks first shot and 2 fully rounded bullets in the second, then you're dead. Yeah, all of this gets wasted, but overall, I think wasting it, because Marge wins! Yes, Marge is now gambling, which is the weirdest thing in the world. Yeah, these are gone. Okay, how many items do I get? Handcuffs, knife. Just 2? Oh, how many lives do I get at least? Oh, 3. Oh, thank you. 2 to 2. 1, 1, 1, 1. Where's Mr. Hippo? I need to figure out where. No, is he one of these? Mr. Hippo! Okay. Make the way towards your office using the air ducts. Okay. And he goes in the air ducts, and if you have to listen to a 10-minute speech. Yeah, I figured it out. I do know about the reputation. I've heard a couple, because I'm a GT, I watch Game Theory a lot, so I know a lot about his thing. Let's see if I can do this. Because again, I'm just figuring out how this works. I don't want to go too hard. Also, starting if you found in your country. Okay, then let's get code out. So I can use that, and then let's get this to I think. Oh, shit. Okay. It's happened again! No! So I re-recorded because I accidentally did the spoiler part, but
So this is mostly the same to the original Parent Trap, okay? Let's do the speed run. 3, 2, 1, go! So basically, they go, beat up, do this, do that. Actually, no, why am I doing that? That's a spoiler section. Da-da! This is why I re-recorded this section. But it is essentially the same movie. It is essentially not entirely the same, but mostly the same. Because it's the same story. Obviously. But because of that, besides a couple of details, it's mostly the same. Do I get this film more than the other? Yes. Because even though it's here, I'm the person who dealt with these types of landline, which they kind of have with that film. But where the other one has one of those like old-fashioned standing up, yes, I'll speak into it like this. And there's a couple more things that are more old-fashioned, but that's more small fries. But still, the only things I can say in the non-spoiler section. The other thing is as such. The camping scene, and not the second camping scene, the original camping scene where they meet. I don't know why I hit it, this doesn't matter. It's not connected to anything right now. When they meet, that feels, keyword, feels like that is a little bit longer. While certain other scenes later, like the camping scene later, feels less. I also like the fact that you have, obviously on one side, also one of the grandparents is in there, which I find is interesting. Because in the original, it has an original line where it's like the grandmother's sort of like hovering. It's like, and the granddad's like, oh, let it go. They haven't had time for a while. Just let them be by themselves. So it was like, yeah, but I want to. It was like, that's her mother. Just let her have a moment. I'm putting my foot down. Which is the idea of like, she was sort of like, oh no, I want to be there. I want to be there. And it was like, nope, we're just going to let her be. Which is clever. I also like the idea that in this film, the nanny and the butler get together. That doesn't mean anything, I just find that adorable. But they slowly hint towards that and it's really fun. But yeah, I think this is good. Not as good, just as good as the other. Besides that one thing, there's nothing really better or worse. So I hope you enjoy and good night.
I think it's funny how people very rarely think about how close Spider-Man is at any time to being the scariest motherfucker alive. Not for lack of trying on Marvel's part, they have very well illustrated the fact that Spider-Man will fuck you up. Case in point, one of Spider-Man's very many clones is named Kane. Kane is a serial killer. He's also infamous for leaving a specific mark. That mark is putting his hand on your face, turning on his wall sticking ability, and then ripping your fucking face off! When Doc Ock first took over Spider-Man's body in Superior Spider-Man, he accidentally punched off Scorpion's jaw because he didn't realize that Spider-Man constantly has to hold back his own strength. One of the coolest moments in Spider-Man history, which One More Day just fucking erased, was that after Peter found out that Kingpin was responsible for Aunt May getting shot, he rolled up and effortlessly kicked the shit out of him, just to prove that he could kill him at any time. Like, Peter Parker is just like one bad day away from just ending
Okay, that was episode season 12 beginner. It started off with the Halloween episode. Okay, stop. Move. Stop. Back. Move forward. Say, move forward. Okay, move. Ah, shoot, the wrong way around. Got rid of a queen. I need to get a queen. Okay, I'm immediately just lost. Main menu. I've died. Win at least 5 different decks to unlock.
Because he can still shoot me in one death at the moment, and I don't like that. Put him in handcuffs. Thank you. Okay. The third shell is live round. So it's a 50-50 with the other two. So I don't mind, because it should only be 1 blank and 3. Okay. Okay. What? Did I miscount? Oh wait, no, there was only 1 live round. Absolute idiot. Oh, I miscounted. Like, that will cost me. That will cost me. Shoot me now. Shoot me now. Okay.
Oh shoot, that's bad. That's bad. Can I take you out? Can you leave? Go away. Go away. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. I'm dead. Someone spawned. Oh, you can't leave. Oh no! Does that mean I'm dead?
Darn, you never stood a chance.
Well, I know that now! Yeah, thank you. Jesus. Who's added? Withered. Okay, I didn't see Withered Bonnie. What does Withered Bonnie do? Okay, okay.
Yeah. And I lost. Oh no, I was just thinking of writing something. I don't know what to write. I'm trying to think of the script. So having that darkness happen, this I think is a fun sort of show. I don't know if it's based on anything, because there's some shows, this sort of feels like it's, I don't know why, it felt like there was anime of it previously. I don't know why. Maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know why, but I do think it is good. I do sort of enjoy this. Sorry, I'm still transferring a clip. But I do think it's really good and really fun overall with what it does and what it is. I think it is creative and insane, but overall just amazing with what it is. So with this, one of the major things is the sort of Pavlovian dog and sort of like doing certain tricks to sort of try and make sure that I don't accidentally but having these sort of things that makes like people who are less physically strong be able to overcome certain things by doing these sort of like mind games, which is fun, clever, and interesting. Of like, oh, how are they going to like outthink this? How are they going to outsolve this? A lot of it is dark and manipulation, including the thing that I hinted to at the beginning as a dark joke. It does have that sort of like... and Pavlovian's dog is an actual thing. I don't know if anyone knows too much about that. I love it. It's like learned helplessness, and it's really dark. But it's really interesting. But, yeah. I don't have much to say. This is fun. Go and watch it. That's really it. It is really fun. So I hope you enjoy, and good night.
I... Gonna get rid of a 4, get rid of a 9, get rid of a king. 3, 4. So, not... Never mind, I'll do that side of it. Oh. That is great. That did not help me.
Okay, so he's gonna handcuff me because that's the best move. He's also gonna use healing item. Very interesting. It wasn't a live round, so he's gonna shoot me. Why randomize it and then look? Yeah. He's gonna shoot me now, which is very close. Yeah, I bet he's gonna take that. He's gonna take one more health. Or yeah, he healed and then damaged himself. Okay, that's good for me. He's gonna shoot me and I'm gonna get damaged. But that means it is good because I feel like that will be is the last shout. Never mind. You can't steal anything from me.
You can't. Do a 50-20. Oh, I will eventually do a 50-20. Eventually. The thing is, I don't know what I'm doing. So I just need to figure this out. He goes to your room. So I need to figure this out. To sort of like figure out the mechanics and such. Oh yeah, I know about the mask. So I know about a lot of things. So what I'm just doing is just figuring stuff out. Oops, shoot. And the idea is that thank you. Foxy, I just need to double check on you. How unfortunate. Uh-oh. Thank you. Unfortunate. I know how much you love to fight, so I added you probably your of horror, and I'm fine with that. It's like, why would you need to remember that? I was like, remember, you could die through this thing. It's like, what? Why would you say that? That sounds very stupid. Okay. Yeah, I like super speed. This is gonna be the first time I'm gonna have it on super speed.
All passengers, please proceed to gate 4.
I have no intros to this. I'll put this in because this is a wild thing. So, yeah. This is not going to be that long because besides one moment, which is a joke and isn't really spoilery for the content, but it's the only thing I can fit in the spoiler section. This could be even less than 2 minutes. This is good. It's a fun type of, like, one person who has this, like, oh, everyone finds me, like, amazing, and one person doesn't. And it's fun because of that. And that's it. It is fun, and it is interesting. I don't know, it's just fun. The one thing that I do like about it, spoiler-wise, and I do find it hilarious, is there's a moment where it's like, oh no, I'm lost from the group. And then all of a sudden there's a crowd of people comes in. One person with a phone drops some water. And then you have the other person, the two people, these two, this person, and then this person. Oh, why do I call them? The same group comes. His phone. And like, well, isn't that coincidence? Yeah, it's just insane. And I just like that weird kind of cutaway joke, but I don't know. Again, I watched this because it looked insane, but overall it is fun. But overall, I don't have much to talk about it. I'm not really a person who likes romance. Besides really dark ones, and besides my constant gripes on, the obvious one to be annoyed with, the obvious two franchises, romance-wise, to be annoyed with, which is, say it with me, Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey, for the respective reasons. And I don't need to tell you, a lot of people have already made that point absolutely clear. But overall, I can't say anything new, so I'm not. I can't add anything, so I'm just not. It is fun. That's it. Watch it. Can't say much else. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and good night.